Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about just a few things that I feel make up my passion for life and my passion for doing things in the future. Um, Basically, things that make me want to continue to become the person that I want to be. So, and I mean, those include things like my love for space. I like gaming, um, art, um, and just I feel like things that just make me tick in general. You know, things that keep me going. You know, things that I wake up for every day, things that I enjoy doing all the time. Um, and I guess a big part of that is also friends too. You know, um, friends are a big reason that I do what I do, because without friends, I feel like I don't have a lot. I mean, with friends, with or without friends, I'm gonna try and be the best person I can be. But I feel like having friends also keeps that sense of um, direction. You know, physical people are, for me at least, are a thing that I can keep my gauge my emotions and in just the way I interact with the outside world. I'm an Aquarius, so I feel like um, I feed off of people, their energy, and I can motivate myself from their energy as well. Um, and a lot of my personality comes out when I'm around the people that I enjoy being around. But yeah, that's basically already explaining that. Um, I guess I could just start talking about that because that's, I guess, the first topic that I have. So I feel like I have over the years during my friendships, I have gained friends that I still have today, and you lose friends and things like that. But right after you end up leaving high school is the time where most of the friends you thought were friends, they end up leaving. And not because you don't want to be around them anymore, but just because people go their opposite ways in high school. You can't end up staying with you can't end up keeping every single person that you've known in high school. I mean, it's impossible, because I mean, the only reason why you're friends with them is because you saw them during lunchtime. It's not um there's nothing keeping you together except those friends that you go out of your way to spend time with outside of school. Those are the friends that you keep after high school as well. So, um, my friends, I make them here and there on odd places. Not all of my friends come from high school. I mean, that's the case for most people. A lot of people make friends outside of high school. So, basically, I don't have a lot of friends, um, but I do have a few friends, and they're all on doing their own life, and I don't get to spend a lot of time with them all the time anymore, because people are starting to work and things like that. I graduated high school in 2018, and now it's 2019, going on 2020 in a few days. So, um, my my life and the way I function needs to change so that I won't be more dependent on feeding off of other people, feeding off of my friends for energy and things like that. I need to, move on with my own life. So that's a big thing that needs to happen as well. Um, yeah, basically. Um, I get, sometimes I get, um, directionless in the sense of that word, because things are changing and people are going on and doing their own thing. Oh, I fucking hate this framing. I don't know how to freaking fix that. It's because I'm a little more this way. eventually I'll figure it out, you know? Whatever. So yeah, basically, my friends don't define who I am, and that's what I need to basically get over and realize. I am my own person, and I need to continue my own life without them, with or without them, because I mean they're gonna be there eventually. It's just the weeks and the months go by that maybe sometimes you're not gonna see your friends for a long time because that's just life. You know, we're adulting. You know, it's gonna happen. So basically, that's where I'm at right now, in a sense, because I want to continue my life, but I also feel like I really want my friends to be there as well, and I have to realize that they're not going to be there all the time. And you know, you can call me, you know, immature for that, or weak. And I mean, yeah, it is sort of immature, it is sort of weak, but I mean, I'm only 19. It's still really young, you know. So basically, I want to make that a strength of mine, you know, to not need the attention or to not need other people in my life to define who I am, basically. Yeah. So that's basically it about friends in my life. It's something that's just I gotta make that a strength, basically, because every other aspect in my life, not every other aspect, but most of the other aspects in my life are things that strengthen me, and things that won't guide me in the wrong direction, basically. So yeah. Now, astronomy, space, anything that has to do with anything that's not on this earth, I freaking love. I have this, it's hard to see, space tattoo with every planet on the solar system, including Pluto. It's been my passion for as long as I can remember. Space, I love it so much. I don't even know where to begin. There's just so many things that I know here and there about space. It's just hard to, you know, get into it. Ever since I was little, you know, I've always just had a fascination for astronomy, stars, planets, other planets like that. I mean, articles after articles I would read about just things to do with space. I know so much about, you know, the Apollo missions and what now currently what SpaceX and NASA and even Boeing are doing right now with their space programs. And the amount that I read into it and the amount that I involve myself into that kind of research, I feel like I'm more and more a part of it, because in a sense you are. In a sense everyone's a part of it, because I mean this is something that these companies are doing to advance the human race, in a sense. And there's no way that you can't understand that and you know, get behind that, because it's so true that these things that these companies are doing are advancing the human race of just spacefaring species. You know, like they want us to go to Mars. We want to go to Mars. We want to go to the moon again. You know, it's so many ambitious tasks that I feel like are so possible within my lifetime that will happen. You know, we'll have, in my lifetime there will be a moon base. There will be a base on the moon within my lifetime, and just things like that will be so cool to just experience. And when I talk about that, I just, you know, light up. It's just, it's my passion. It's something I love to talk about. If anyone brings up space, I'm just like on it, you know, like, oh, who said that? You know, like, oh, let me, you know, let me put in my 2 cents about what I feel about what you're talking about, you know, like, and so in that aspect, I feel like, a lot of my passion and a lot of my desires are driven by, what I can do in the teensy little bit about trying to get in that sense of what am I trying to say? Basically, just like I want to I mean, as much as I would like, I would love to work for those companies, you know, and that's a pretty big feat to even try and do. Um, those companies are pretty crazy, you know. They're very advanced in everything that they do, and you know, working for a company like that, it would be amazing for me. Um, Obviously, I'm also, you know, trying to do YouTube as well. I just started my channel, and I feel like in the long run, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna start going to school for medical because I want to be a paramedic, an EMT, you know, in the medical field because my dad's in the medical field. Um, and but I do also want to maybe pursue my passion for astronomy and astrology and space, you know, because that would be cool as well. I mean, I live in the perfect area for that, you know, Los Angeles. We have JPL in Pasadena. You have SpaceX in Hawthorne, and you know, this is a really good city to, you know, try and really do whatever you want in this city because everything is here. And you know, you just have to have the desire for it. You know, you just have to have the passion for it. As far as right now, you know, I'm just gonna go to school. You know, I'm studying my medical to get a medical license. You know, and that's pretty cool for me right now. You know, like that's already a big step because I mean, I took a year off of school. I'm starting. I took a year from school and I just worked for about a year, and now, you know, I'm tired of working, you know, the minimum wage job, you know, with no job security there. I'm tired of doing it. So I want to go back to school and get a certificate, a license, a degree, you know, anything, so that I don't have to worry about being fired after the season's over. That's so bullshit. I hate it. Working under someone is just the worst thing ever, you know, like always having someone's eyes on you all the time, just waiting for you to slip up so they can, you know, write, oh, you know, you're not cut out for the job, you know, like I've been through that so much now. I'm just so fucking tired of it. And I want to get my degree and I want to make my passion into something that is actually tangible, and school is the way you can do that. And yeah, you know, that's pretty much for school. You know, school, my passion, friends, you know, a good way I kind of bring myself back, because you know, everyone has their thing that they're on the grind, you know, 24/7, or even however much you try, you always have that, like, oh yeah, I need to come back, relax, and kind of gauge myself back to where I can relax and unwind, you know, because you can't be on it, you know, 24/7 all the time. You need that thing that can, you know, help you unwind and take the pressure off and the load off. And for me, you know, sometimes I game. Rarely. I mean, I only play like one game now. I used to game a lot more when I was younger in high school. I used to game a lot more. Right now, I only have a PS4, really. I play Apex Legends on that and World of Warships, and that's literally it. Like, honestly, I used to be a PC gamer. I used to play way more games on PC. I used to play H1Z1. I used to play Rust. No, not Rust. I watched gameplays of Rust. Kerbal Space Program. That was a game that I really, really, really loved because it was a realistic simulator space game where you can build rocket ships and literally fly them to other planets. It was amazing. Which I want to get for the PlayStation because it just came out for the PlayStation recently, I believe. And I used to play Fortnite on the PS4 until I got banned from these stupid guys just being stupid. You know, I don't play Fortnite anymore. I was bad at it anyway. What else did I play? Just games here and there, you know. I enjoyed the World War II simulator games, like, what was one? World War II Online. I played that like once, I think, but it's like the only thing I can think of right now. I like simulator games. Oh, I also played Unturned, that like Minecraft. It's like Minecraft, but like online Minecraft. Like I don't know. It's like Minecraft with guns, basically. I played a lot of games. I tried Overwatch, and my computer could not handle Overwatch at all. So I just gave it to one of my friends, my account. What else did I play? I mean, if you go way, way back, on console, PS3, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. You know, every game that every 13-year-old played back in 2012, 2013, you know? It's just, that was the game. I enjoy the scenic games too, like adventure games like Tomb Raider, Uncharted 3. That was a good one. Uncharted 3 was an amazing game. I love those games. That's all I can think of right now. But oh, Halo, back for the Xbox. Amazing game, amazing franchise, Halo. Halo 1 and 2 and 3 were the only, to me, were the only good games. After 3 was like, alright, what are you guys doing now? Halo 2 is my favorite game. I love that game. I do remember back when, oh yeah, Super Nintendo, you know? Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. Those were really, really pivotal games when I was a child that kind of paved the way for me when I got older to play more like you know, Mario Brothers. Those are always good games. And Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo, you know, all those oh, Diddy Kong Racing. Those are like early 2000s games that I played when I was a child, you know, on my little Winnie the Pooh TV. So yeah, basically now I feel like now more than anything I don't play games as much as I used to. Not because I have the lack of games, but just because they're just not interesting. They're just not interesting enough to me anymore. You know, I feel like I have grown out of that. You know, I don't play it as much anymore because I figure that there's more things for me out there than you know, just playing video games and things like that. So because I can see you know, my passion growing bigger, and you know, gaming isn't really my passion. You know, it's not something that I want to do when I grow up. It's not something that I see myself doing in the future. You know, a lot of people do. You know, that's why they go into gaming. But for me, it's not gaming at all. You know, it's something that you know, is there temporarily to, you know, entertain me when I'm bored and not doing anything. But as far as the future, no. Gaming, no. I want my passions are bigger than that, you know. So yeah. Been talking for about almost 20 minutes now. I should probably stop.